Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This guy, Derrick Ward, he got 24 years for kidnapping, sodomy, and violating a woman, okay? Okay, so I'll read from what is in your paper. A Skeets Road, Garden Land, St. Michael man has been sentenced to 24 years for violating, like the grape, with just take away the G, and the going in the back, the back door, like sodomy, and kidnapping a woman in 2010. That's over 14 years ago. Now, after several deductions from the 24 years were made, and having already spent almost 6 years on remand, 2,326 days on remand, Derrick Ward now has about 4 more years to go. 1,473 days, 1,473 more days to serve at the Hotel in St Phillip, also known as Dodds. Ward confessed to rape and sodomy of a woman between July 21 and 22, 2010, assaulting her on July 21st and detaining her against her will at Skeets Road, Garden Land, with intent to have unlawful, sex with her. In handing down the sentence, Randall Worrell agreed with the submissions of senior counsel Romario Straker that the offenses could only be dealt with by custodial sentence. You think? You think it could only be dealt with by putting him in jail? Well, duh, and the start at no less than 24 years. Okay, so we know that already. And the judge said a firearm was involved. Okay. So he is bad to the bone. He is also known as Bulldog or something like that. I saw, because I looked him up, Bulldog or something like that. He is his nickname. Okay, so you accepted that what was said by the complainant about what she would have endured. She was crying. She also indicated that the act of unlawful, violation was without protection. Oh, really? So all of these aggravating features, So she said that after he had done what he did several times throughout the night until morning, I do not know how many times he had he violated me. She was okay. It was repeated many times. What he did to her. Okay, all of these things, Mr. Ward, the court has to take under consideration. Okay, Justice Worrell reduced the starting sentence to 2 years, by 2 years, and deducted time for his early guilty plea. Time on remand and delay. He was saying, Derrick Ward was saying that he was lost in Dodds. He was lost. They were not calling his case and they didn't remember him. Okay, so this is what the judge is saying. You were lost in the system and you cannot be penalized for being lost in the system. That's what Justice Worrell is saying. Ward was also sentenced to 4 years for assault, and after deductions were made, it was deemed that he already served that time. So yeah, he's bad to the bone. He will be out in about 4 years. And if he plays his cards right, he can go and join the Muslim group, put on a skull cap and become whatever you call them, the people who talk, who walk around and talk and become a motivator and a motivational speaker. And he can become someone that you can follow, okay? So that's what can happen with you and Derrick Ward in a couple of years. In about 4 years, you'll be able, what do you call them? An activist. Okay, Derrick Ward, in 4 years, all he needs to do is put on a skull cap, walk around Barbados, show up in the news every time the news there's a camera. Make sure that the camera is on him, just make sure that he runs and make sure he faces the camera, says something, and you guys will have someone else to follow in 4 years, okay? Derrick Ward, he violated a woman, kidnapping her, sodomizing her, and violating her, you know, in all ways possible with a weapon. And he did it till he could do it no more. And he admitted to it. And although he got 24 years in prison, he was already on remand, and it took such a long time to get to the court. And he thought he was lost away in jail, and, you know, no one was calling him, or whatever else happened. With all the deductions, he has 4 more years to go. Okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.